guys, it's Holly Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing this Marilyn Monroe makeup kit that Besame Cosmetics just came out with. It's super cute, a lot of great stuff in here, including this white highlighter that I took out. And yeah, I really like it. It even gives you instructions on how to make your face look like Marilyn's. So we follow along with that, and let me show you how it went. This is the case the Marilyn Monroe set comes in. It's so pretty. You get this little booklet that has a whole key on how to do the makeup. And look at all this stuff. This really beautiful compact. You have these really pretty neutral eyeshadow colors. These are the lipsticks. Look how gorgeous they are. They definitely do not disappoint. If I were thinking I want to buy some Marilyn Monroe lipsticks, just the way these cases are designed and the colors, they don't disappoint at all. I love them. For the lip liners, we have a red and a natural pinkish coral. And for the eyeliners, we have a black and a white liner. Love this. So the first thing we're gonna do is brows. And it says here on the instructions to create a high arch brow, use the light brown shadow and an angled brush for easiest application. The point of the arch should be just above the outer edge of the pupil. I'm gonna use my trusty WetnWild liner brush because it's so thin. I'll use this pretty compact, this brush in a little bit of water. I'll probably fast forward this so I don't bore you to death. I just like to draw my eyebrows on so they look like individual little hair strokes. If you look at Marilyn's face throughout her career, there are times when her brows are very light. They're like a blonde color, and there's times when they're pretty dark. So you can kind of pick and choose. This is obviously the darker look. Maybe you could use the taupe if you wanted to go for like her blonde eyebrow look. I bleached my brows before, back when people used to say your brows were supposed to match your hair. And it was tragic, so I'm not interested in going back to the blonde brow look for me personally, although it looks great on some people. I have a lot of practice drawing this brow because when I was younger I used to idolize Marilyn Monroe and I used to try to do my makeup like her sometimes. Do you think I did an okay job with the shape? I mean, I might have just like gone straight into what I usually do. This is kind of like the brow I usually draw on, but a shade darker maybe. I like it. I'm gonna go with it. Next is eyes, and the first thing they say is apply white cream highlighter to the lower lid and inner corner of the eye and blend thoroughly. Now I already have my usual Shape Tape concealer under my eyes and I'm like, is this gonna mess with it? We shall see. So this is the white cream highlighter. I'm gonna use this concealer brush from Amazon. I'll link it down below. This is number 60. I'm doing this very sparingly just because it doesn't match my foundation at all, even though I was trying to go a little bit paler than I usually do. I don't know what good this is gonna do under my eyes besides make a mess, but I'm gonna give it the old try. I feel like all this is gonna do is slide into that one crease I get right under my eyelid. I'm gonna take a Q-tip and take this down a notch. I mean, it's cute. It gives me like a shade more, like I'm looking in the mirror and I think it makes me look more innocent, but then I look in the monitor and I think it makes me look like I've been up way too late and I'm wearing a little too much makeup. There was a movie Marilyn did called Bus Stop, and she put a lot of thought into her makeup because she wanted her character to have, I forget what she called it, like the coffee and aspirin look, because she was a nightclub singer and she wanted her character to look like she'd been staying up late. And so that's what this reminds me of when I put this on my inner eyes and look in the mirror, is the coffee and aspirin look. But we'll see when this whole thing comes together. I'm just gonna trust the process. I can see what I like better in the mirror. Like it makes me look a little more wide-eyed and innocent and brings your attention more to the center of my, or the inner parts of my eyes. But sometimes things just don't translate. Like, do you ever look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I am looking lit right now, let me take a selfie, and the selfie just does not translate no matter what angle you try? I hate that. The next step is use the cream color shadow all over the lid and up to the brow bone. Now this takes the place of what I would normally do with concealer. I usually just spread my under eye concealer kind of a light amount over my eyelid to kind of give it not only that neutral look, but also to prep your skin for eyeshadow. I'm just using this brush from, it's a Real Perfection travel brush kit I ordered for my travel kit. I'm gonna try that out. Put this on my upper lid and up to my brow bone. There's a little bit of fallout, so you're gonna wanna do the old brush tap. Tap, tap, tap. Like I said, there's some fallout. This maybe doesn't go on as smoothly as other eyeshadows I've used, but yeah, it's like falling into my lashes. Just means you need to be a little bit more careful with it. It's a nice neutral shade that carries over and blends with the cream highlighter I just put on. Okay, this white shadow definitely makes me look a little more, I mean, I feel like it lifted my brows almost. It's super subtle, but it's what I see when I check back in the mirror in the monitor. Like a brow lift in a compact. And it says lightly sweep the light brown shadow into the crease. I can see Marilyn using this though, because it's brown, but it has like the gray undertones kind of. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm bad at describing colors. I need to go to art school and take like a color course. But because she had blue eyes, she liked to use a lot of grays and blues in her makeup palette sometimes. This is nice, definitely adds some definition. It doesn't go on as dark as you think it's going to. It's the same shade I used on my brows, so you can see the difference between using it with a brow pencil and a little bit of water, and then just with a fluffier eyeshadow brush. Line the upper lash line with the espresso eyeliner pencil, slightly winging up and out at the outer corner. That's going to be a challenge for me because I love to do my eyeliner, especially if I'm doing even a tiny wing with a liquid pen, preferably Tarte Double Take, but we will try it with a pencil today. They have liquid liner back then? I'm curious. This goes on really smooth. This is like warm butter, which I love because we've all been to the drugstore and bought an eyeliner pencil in an emergency and found that it's so hard. You have to like scrape it across your skin to even get anything off. Well, this is not it. This is very nice. It's still definitely more awkward for me to line my eyes with a pencil, but this, if you're gonna use a pencil, this is one you'd wanna do. God, I don't know if I can do a slight wing with a pencil. I'm gonna just like sketch this. Okay, I can live with that. Now let's make it match. See if I can do it. Okay, gotta clear off the slight wing on this side because it's not matching this one and I like this one better. Dip this Q-tip in water, kind of squeeze it out and just wipe that away. And when I say slight wing, I mean there's hardly anything here that I'm doing. I'm gonna get my waterline with this too. I like it, very innocent looking. I haven't lined my eyes with a pencil liner in so long, but it's cute. Lightly define the bottom lash line with the light brown shadow. Taking a very slim brush, this is just a random e.l.f. 203. In some other Marilyn looks I've done before, I noticed like in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blonde, she will take like a blue shadow under her eyes, which really makes her eyes pop. Sometimes Marilyn would do this thing with her lower liner where it would kind of veer off. Do you see what I'm doing? I know I don't shoot super close, sorry, but do you see that? And the purpose for that was it would kind of create this effect where it would make it look like she had a shadow from her lashes, thus creating the effect of having longer lashes. Cute little trick. You guys, I think I just did a bunch to my face and I wasn't rolling. So if that's the case, yeah, here's what my eyes look like. I did the white liner on my lower waterline. I did the mascara, which I thought added to my eyelash extensions. I took out the lashes and I decided not to use them today. I mean, I kind of don't want to because I just want to keep this set as pristine as possible and still use it, if that's even possible. It's kind of like a trying to have your cake and eat it too thing. But see, I put this on my lid before gluing it on just to see, and it's way too heavy. Like this looks like, combined with my lash extensions, it just looks like a caterpillar is sitting on my eye, and that's not the look we're going for. So I'm gonna skip them today and just live with the mascara that I put on from this set and my lash extensions, which I'm really happy with. I did the dark brown, or it's called light brown, but I think of it as dark brown. I did the liner under my eye and I had it kind of veer off a little bit, and this creates like a faux shadow that makes it look like your lashes are longer than they are. And then I put the white pencil right above that. So what they're saying to do next is to take the peach shade from this shadow palette and go under my cheekbone to kind of contour a little bit. This is gonna be hard for me because you know I like to put like the hot pink blush all over the apples of my cheek. We're gonna try it just using this kind of a basic contour brush shape. I can't link it below because it's from this Paris Hilton set she made a few years ago where it's like unicorn handles, and I couldn't find it online to link it if they still make it, but it's just like a basic like contour brush shape. So this peach actually pops on a lot heavier than I thought it would. I thought it would be really neutral and light, which I love. Like if I was doing my normal blush, I would just like pop this on the apples of my cheeks. I'm just gonna have to blend this a little bit, and I can't find my favorite stippling brush, so I'm just using this one to kind of blend it in. This is a really pretty pinky peach. I'm really happy with it. This is the kind of color I would usually use for like my crease and then my blush as well. And then it says add a touch of blush to the tip of the nose, temple, and chin. But when I think of Marilyn's makeup looks, I feel like the tip of her nose is usually pretty pale, and I already contoured my nose off camera before I started, so I don't really want to do that. So should I put these on my temples? Is that gonna do? Ooh, so bright. Well, it was on this side. Let me tone it down. Yeah, this is not what I would typically do. It reminds me of when people do like the 3 contour. I mean, yeah, I put way too much on that side. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender from when I put my foundation on, so there's a little remnant of that left, and it can kind of take off the blush / cover it. Blush on the chin? I don't know. So then it says use the white cream highlighter to add radiance to the face. Place at the center of the forehead, down the nose, and in the cupid's bow. Blend well for natural effect. I don't usually use cream highlighter, so we shall see. I'm gonna use this same little brush I used before. Do a little chin. When it comes to any kind of contour, if you're trying to copy someone else's face or makeup for whatever reason, what you do for contour is going to be different for everyone just because everybody's face is different. So you just kind of have to study what that person's face looks like and be like, okay, how do I need to shift mine up a little bit so I can be a true shapeshifter? Okay, that gives me a little bit of a glisten on the nose, on the chin. Let's do Cupid's bow. Okay, then it says use your finger to dab the white highlighter on the top of your cheekbone from the hairline to the corner of the eye. And I'm not sure I love this because, you know, we all crinkle up here when we smile, and the more makeup you put right here, the more chance it has to like sink in or draw attention to that crinkling up. What's that gonna do? I mean, I guess it's not bad because it's not shimmery. Like if I put something shimmery there, I would definitely hate it. Yeah, that definitely gives me a look of having like a cheekbone that like really pops up and wraps right here. So if that's what you want, do it. But again, everybody's face is different. So if you're like, I want to look like Marilyn Monroe today for whatever reason, you're just going to have to shift your face whatever way you think is going to make yours match up more. Although following these instructions, I do feel like my face has shifted just slightly. I feel a little more oval than I usually am. Usually I'm like a Lego blockhead, but I feel like I've like stretched and lengthened just a little bit. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it's only the stuff I would notice because I stare at myself in a mirror every day. Maybe you guys are like, girl, you haven't changed. Apply silver screen powder to the sides of the nose. Okay, the silver screen powder is in the directions, but it's not included in this particular kit, and I don't really think I need powder on the side of my nose, so I'm just gonna skip that. For an extra old Hollywood trick, dot the berry lip liner pencil to the inner corners of the eyes to brighten the whites of the eyes. I've never heard of that. Let's try it. The berry lip pencil is this red one. And we're gonna make my eyes look whiter by putting a dot of red. I mean, my eyes are always really red. They're just constantly irritated looking. I don't know if that did anything. I almost feel like it brought the red out more. Maybe I'm not the best test subject for that. And then it's saying contour the nose using the taupe shadow and the white cream highlighter, but I already contoured with my KKW palette before I started here. But I do like that they're including contouring. It's a big part of the Marilyn look. I don't feel like my makeup is really screaming Marilyn right now. I still have the lips left to do, but I feel like if I was going to do a video and have a thumbnail that was like Marilyn Monroe makeup, I don't know if this would be it. But let's wait and see, shall we? Use the Berry Lip Liner pencil to define the lip. Overdraw the line just slightly, creating a rounder shape at the outer corners. So I will overdraw here, but I won't overdraw the way I usually do. Usually I will overdraw it right here and right on the Cupid's bow, and then just kind of taper off to follow my natural lip line. But with Marilyn's lip shape, I'm going to round out a little bit right here. And then it says apply Red Hot Red lipstick with a lip brush. I never use a lip brush. And go over the liner. I don't even have a lip brush. I feel like a lip brush is such an old school concept. So what am I going to use? Use this WetnWild brush, which is way wide to be a lip brush, but... And then it says put carnation red lipstick on the center of the lips. Does that make my lips look more three-dimensional? And then it says to put some of the white cream highlighter at the center of the bottom lip. Ooh, that makes my bottom lip definitely look fuller. I like it. Although I always feel like when you're doing this much to your lip, it's just going to get messed up in 2.5 seconds, but I guess for a photo shoot or something, it would be good. Finish with rose red gloss. So I hope this is transparent enough for all this layering to show through. Gonna dot some on. I like it. I guess this is good Marilyn makeup. I feel like there's more I would do if I were really gonna go in costume or something. I mean, I like it even for an everyday look. I think it's really pretty. Maybe I'm just not feeling Marilyn-y enough because I don't have the right wig on. Hey guys, I forgot to film an outro to this video, so I just wanted to say thank you for watching and let me know in the comments what kind of video you'd like to see next. Bye.